Well, I just walked out of Truth or Dare, or I'm sorry, Blumhouse's Truth or Dare, as it's being credited. Boy, did I take one for the team. I saw it, so you don't have to. It is not an enjoyable movie. It has a pretty quick run time, so it's got that going for it. Everything else is pretty bad. Here's the parking lot review for Blumhouse's Truth or Dare. If you don't know a parking lot review, I see a movie, hit the parking lot, record a real quick review. The idea is to get the initial thoughts down. Usually I end up writing something more in depth later, but for now it's just a quick initial thoughts about the movie, sort of my first impression as I walk out of the theater. It didn't take long to form an impression of Truth or Dare. The concept actually sounded pretty interesting. It's about a group of college kids who are down to Mexico on spring break. They play a game of Truth or Dare, and then the game becomes real, and they can't stop. And if you refuse to play, you die. If you select Truth and you don't tell the complete truth, you die. If you select a Dare and you don't complete the Dare, you die. And of course, the stakes keep getting upped and upped as to how dangerous the Dares are and how painful the Truths are. And there's, I guess, an underlying interesting context there of being faced with sort of yourself and what you would really do, sort of the moral dilemma, and the things that maybe you haven't always been so truthful about in your life, or you know, the sort of things, the demons that you face, sort of facing those in a way. But for the most part, it's just not any good. You don't care about any of these kids. There's a group of, I don't know, 6 of them, 5 of them. I don't even know how many there are. They all have, all the characters have names, but I couldn't tell you any of them now that I'm out of here. None of them feel like real people. The main character, I guess, her name's Olivia. I do remember that one name. She's like, she's the good girl in this movie, and boy, it's almost like they beat you over the head with how great she is. Starting with the fact that she's a college student who's going to blow off spring break with her friends to go build houses. What is it? I can't think of the name of it. She's going to go, Habitat. There we go. She's going to go work for Habitat for Humanity. Instead of going to Mexico with her friends on spring break. They convince her to go through this convoluted thing, and that sets everything off. The other characters aren't, none of them feel like real people at all. The exposition is a lot of characters telling you things that you shouldn't be told, you should be shown. The kills are okay. I guess it's got that going for it. You know, it's a PG-13 horror movie. And a lot of people look down on those. I don't so much. I don't even mind that at all. As a matter of fact, I think if they're done right, they can be extremely effective. You know, but you have to do them right. And this just isn't a well-made movie. It's well shot. It looks good. The acting is fine. There's not no one really stands out as great, but no one's terrible either. I guess it's really in the script. The script just doesn't build a realistic world or create fully realized characters in any way, so everybody just sort of feels like a caricature who's there to get killed. All in all, I'd say skip it. I can't imagine I can't imagine ever sitting through this thing again. I think it's got, I don't know, it's like a 90 or 100-minute runtime, so it's pretty quick, but man, it's really, really painful to sit through. That's the parking lot review for Blumhouse's Truth or Dare. Big disappointment, actually, because Blumhouse typically delivers the goods, but this one was a misstep.